Good morning, my dear students. This is Kesar Mukti, working as an assistant professor in an engineering college. Today I choose topic COP of VCR system, vapor compression refrigeration system. So, please guys, you should watch VCR system before watching this video. You can understand very well. Then you can understand very well. Okay. So, how to find the COP of vapor compression refrigeration system? We use TS and pH diagram. By using TS and pH diagram, we can find the vapor compression refrigeration system. So, COP of vapor compression refrigeration system. Okay. Already we discussed the previous video operations and processes. So, we are directly going to processes here. 1 to 2 is compression, that is means isentropic compression, because we are not the heat supplied to the system or heat rejected by the heat rejected from the system, heat supplied to the system or heat rejected by the system is not there. So this is called isentropic process. So reversible adiabatic process, there is no heat supplied or there is no heat rejected from the system. That's why this is called reversible adiabatic process. In reversible adiabatic process, nothing but isentropic process, no heat supplied to the system. So 1 to 2 we can call isentropic compression. Here in TS, that is temperature entropy diagram, it is represented by a vertical line, so perpendicular to the entropy line, because the entropy is constant. S1 is equal to S2. Before compression, after compression, the entropy is constant. Okay. So S1 is equal to S2. That's why we draw a line. So this is saturated liquid line. This is saturated vapor line. We are discussing in previous video vapor on formation of vapor. This is critical point. We already discussed in previous video. So this is saturated liquid line. This is saturated vapor line. From this, the stage before compression is saturated vapor. Dry and saturated vapor, it will become superheated. This is superheat zone, so superheated. Okay. In pH diagram also we indicate with a curve. 1 to 2 is compression. So work done on the system by the compressor. Work done on the system by the compressor. We provide power. Okay. With the help of compressor, we done on the work. We work done on the system. So work done on the system by the compressor is 1 to 2 process, isentropic process. So we find the compressor work. How we find the compressor work? With the help of pH diagram, we can find the compressor work. This is the work. Okay. So work done by the compressor is H2 minus H1. H2 is more maximum or more because it is superheated. H1 is saturated vapor line, on the saturated vapor line, so is less than the 2. So H2 minus H1. H2 minus H1. The enthalpy, H means enthalpy here. Pressure and enthalpy diagram, H2. H2 means enthalpy, H means enthalpy, H2 minus H1. So the work done by the compressor is H2 minus H1. We can find out H2 or H1 by using this entropy also. We can use the entropy formulas also. Okay. Next, 2 to 3 is condensation. Next, the process is 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is condensation. So here isobaric heat rejection takes place. Isobaric means constant pressure. So in pH diagram, we draw the horizontal line, so perpendicular to pressure line, because of its constant, pressure is constant. So P2 is equal to P3. That means before condensation and after condensation, the pressure is same. That's why P2 is equal to P3. This is called condensation line. Okay. This is condensation line. From superheated to saturated liquid, up to condensed, up to saturated liquid. The condition of the refrigerant before is superheated, after is saturated liquid. Okay. Here latent heat of vaporization taking place. These are the vaporization process. So latent heat, that means vapor to liquid. So latent heat take place. Okay. So how much heat given to surroundings is equal to latent heat of refrigerant. Okay. Next, so we find the how much heat given to surroundings. We can find H3 minus H2 minus H3. H2 minus H3. H2 is more than the H3. That's why H2 minus H3. We can find out the how much heat given to the surrounding or cooling media. We can find out H2 minus H3. Okay. Here also you see from T superheated to T sat, it is the temperature is reduced, but from saturation at the saturation temperature, the temperature is constant up to saturated liquid. Okay. Next, 3 to 4 process. So we can if you use in this water, if you use this cooling media as a water, okay, MCP delta T, we can use MCP delta T in the place of MCP delta T. That means Q rejected, heat rejected is equal to MCP delta T actually. So in the place of MCP we can write the weight of water W into Cp into delta T if water is used as a cooling media for the condenser. Okay. Next process is 3 to 4 expand throttling valve. Throttling valve, nothing but throttling process occurs in this valve. Okay, 3 to 4. So all process in BCR system is irreversible processes. Only throttling process is irreversible process. That means H3 is equal to H4. Throttling is, that means enthalpy, constant enthalpy process. H3 is equal to H4. Before expansion, after expansion, enthalpy is same. So we write with the dotted line here in TS diagram, temperature entropy diagram, we draw dotted line because it is irreversible process. Okay. But in pH diagram we will draw the line because it will shows the constant enthalpy. Enthalpy is constant. So H3 is equal to H4 here. H3 is equal to H4. Okay, constant enthalpy. H3 is equal to H4. Okay. So enthalpy is constant. We find out. Okay. Next, H4 to 4 to 1 evaporation. 4 to 1 process is evaporation. The vaporization process is 4 to 1, or vaporization process are 4 to 1. Here that means refrigeration effect. How much refrigeration effect produced by the refrigerant? How much refrigeration effect produced by the refrigerant? How much heat absorbed by the refrigerant? Okay. We can find this section, in this section, 4 to 1 section. So before saturated liquid vapor enters into the evaporator, then it is saturated vapor, purely become saturated vapor. Liquid vapor enters and becomes saturated vapor. Here also in TS diagram also 4 to 1 draw a constant at constant temperature and constant pressure. So isobaric heat addition. This is isobaric heat addition. Isobaric heat addition. Here at the condenser isobaric heat rejection. So 4 to 1 process is isobaric heat addition. So 4 to 1. 4 to 1. So evaporation, and that means in this evaporation how much heat absorbed. So it's a latent heat produced refrigerant effect. Okay. So become liquid to vapor. Liquid to vapor, but latent heat of vaporization occurs here. Latent heat of vaporization. So at constant pressure, so P1 is equal to P4. P1 is equal to P4, or T1 is equal to T4 also. Okay. So heat absorbed or refrigeration effect produced is H1 minus H4. H1 minus H4. H1 minus H4. Heat absorbed or heat rejected energy H1 minus H4. Okay. So heat, so line, then we, so 1 to 2 is isentropic process. Here we get H2 minus H1. Here 1 to 2 H2 minus H1. Okay, H2 minus H1. Okay. Next 2 to 3 process, condensation process. Okay. In H2 minus, this is also we can calculate H2 minus H3 by using enthalpy, Petri enthalpy diagram. And 2 to 3 process we can get, and when we are using water, we can use heat for for using water. If you cooling media use as a water, so W into Cp into delta T, we can, that is equal to Q rejected, heat rejected from the condenser to cooling media, 2 to 3 process, and the 3 to 4 process is H3 is equal to H4. So here another point is there, no heat supplied, no heat rejected from the, no heat supplied to the system, no heat rejected from the system. So this also called isentropic process. So isenthalpic process, finally this is called isenthalpic. Enthalpy constant, entropy constant, this is called isenthalpic process. Isenthalpic process, entropy constant and enthalpy constant. So this is called isenthalpic process. H3 minus H3 is equal to H4. Okay. Next, heat absorbed, that means 4 to 1 heat absorbed, condensation, vaporization. Okay. So here H1 minus H4, can write H1 minus H4. So we H4 we cannot find out, H4 we cannot find out because it is not, this point is not coincident with saturated water line and saturated liquid line. In this evaporation, this point in evaporation, so we cannot find the H4. So in place of H4 we can write H3. So H3 point is coincident with saturated water. So saturated water, so we can say HF3. This is, we can say HF3. H3 is, we can say HF3. So COP of VCR. So COP of VCR is equal to refrigeration effect by work done by the compressor. So what is the refrigeration effect? N by W. So here this is all of N. This is area is N and this is area is work done, supplied by work done by the compressor. So refrigeration effect by, so we can say here H1 minus H4, H1 minus H4 by H1 minus H4 by H2 minus H1, H2 minus H1. So in the place of H4 we can write, so COP is equal to H1 minus H4 by H2 minus H1. You can write in the place of H4 HF3, H1 minus HF3 by H2 minus H1. This is the COP of vapor compression refrigeration system. Okay guys, you understand, I think, I hope you understand well. On this topic, if you have any doubts, raise on comment section, I will give you reply. Okay. Next video on VCR system, practically I will show compressor, condenser, expansion, evaporator. Okay. Practically in domestic refrigerator how they connected each other, I will show you in next video. Thank you guys. Share my video, like my video, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks so much.